What's up guys, Christian here, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock your Samsung Galaxy S8. I just got this phone straight from the factory, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock it. Just go ahead and grab your phone, and we're going to get the IMEI number of the phone. So we're going to dial *#06#, and as you will see, the 15-digit IMEI number will appear in your screen. So this is very important, guys. We're going to use this number to generate the unlock code to unlock this phone, okay? So keep it somewhere close. Now we're going to switch to a computer. Go to your internet browser, see that it says short instructions on how to enter this unlock code. It says that the code is ready, but the most important part is the actual unlock code. So this right here is what we're gonna use to unlock this phone. Now keep in mind that this exact same code will not work for your phone because it only works for one specific phone based on your IMEI number. So anyways, I'm gonna show you how to enter this unlock code. It's super simple. So I'm gonna switch cameras back to the phone. So make sure that your phone is fully turned off, and you're gonna have to insert a non-supported SIM card. My phone is from AT&T, so I'm going to use a different provider like T-Mobile, Telus, or any other. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and insert this SIM card in, and once your phone has detected that you have inserted a non-supported SIM card, it will require you to enter this unlock code. So I'm just going to go ahead, insert it here, and we're going to power on the phone. So after a few seconds, you will see the screen requesting the network unlock code. So we're going to go ahead and insert this unlock code here, make sure it is 100% correct, and then you're gonna hit where it says unlock. Perfect, SIM network unlock successful. That means that the code was accepted, and now we have a fully factory unlocked phone. Now your phone is gonna restart, it's gonna take a few seconds. So once your phone is on, you should get a full signal of your new carrier. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's how you unlock a Samsung Galaxy S8. I hope this video helped you unlock your phone. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. By the way guys, if you haven't checked out the drop test video, go ahead and click it here to watch the drop test from 1,000 feet. We're also giving away a free Samsung Galaxy S8. So make sure you also watch this video because I'll tell you how you can win it there. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Take care.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Darius, and as you might know, the S8 was just recently released and it looks amazing, but with such a high price tag, you should really consider picking up the S7 instead and saving a lot of money, because last year's flagship from Samsung was amazing too, and now it's cheaper than ever. So after over 1 year later, and with the S8 being available, is it still worth it, and should you buy it over the S8? Well, let's find out. Double-clicking the home button quickly launches the S7's best feature, its camera. By the way, it's the same sensor as on the S8. The S8 does some software processing better, but in general the pictures are very similar, so you're not missing out if you're going for last year's generation. I've used it as my main camera over the last year, and the great thing about it is its consistency. It never really takes a bad picture, and 90% of the time it doesn't take more than one try to get the shot. It's simple and it just works. Images look amazing, colors are saturated, and there's some over-sharpening, but the pictures look very pleasing to the eye. In low light it is still good for a smartphone, but I feel like it's not as good as advertised. Indoor shots can have an orange tint to them, and they can have quite a bit of processing going on, which can look bad. Nevertheless, if the conditions aren't terrible, it takes at least a decent picture. If you want to tweak the image, you can do that in the very powerful Pro mode, which even has RAW support. Also, I just wanted to point out, the new dual pixel autofocus is amazing. Insanely fast and always spot on. I don't really take selfies, but I appreciate the wide angle front facing camera, which is great for group shots. The quality is also quite good. The video it shoots looks amazing, but 4K video can be quite shaky. The next good thing about the S7 is its design. This thing is just gorgeous, and in my opinion still the best looking phone out there, maybe tied with the S8. It looks amazing with those dual curved edges, and thanks to those small bezels, it's quite compact for such a large screen phone. Despite that, one-handability is hard for me, but I do also have fairly small hands. The in-hand feels decent, but not particularly comfortable due to the fairly sharp sides. The regular S7 lies much better in the hand than the Edge model, and same goes for the S8, so I've heard. The S7 is still very slippery and very attracted to smudges. I put a skin on it, which helps, but even just keeping the front clean is a challenge. Speaking of the front, here you find the insanely beautiful display. It's still probably the best out there, super sharp with gorgeous colors. There's not a screen on a phone that's really better. Maybe the S8 beats it, but you will definitely not be disappointed with this screen. It's Super AMOLED, and Samsung added an always-on feature, which is quite convenient now since it displays your notifications. Of course, the S7 Edge also has the dual curved sides, which looks amazing. I love that the content just sort of spills over the sides. There are also a couple of software features for them, and I guess they can be useful, but after having used them for maybe a week, I pretty much forgot about them, and I never really used them. Edge lighting, for example. It's a neat feature, but I just never place my phone face down on a table. Sadly, there are also a couple of negative aspects of the edges. I already mentioned the in-hand feel, then sometimes there are some accidental touches, and typing on it takes some getting used to, because of the lack of side bezels. Despite that, I just really like how they look. Coming back to the build, it's surprisingly durable. I've dropped mine multiple times, and so far it has only gotten a couple of small scuffs and scratches. Definitely not what I expected with such a fragile looking edge screen. One thing to note though, the fingerprint scanner seems to lack Gorilla Glass because it's scratched up way more than the rest of the build. Speaking of the scanner, it's decent. It sometimes works very well and then it's quite quick, but other times it just won't recognize my finger, which gets annoying. Other things worth mentioning, it is IP68 rated, which is great and works well. I love that they managed to have such a nice design without any flaps and still have it water resistant. You do however have to sometimes wait for it to dry out before you can charge it again. For charging, it's rocking a micro USB port instead of a Type-C one. Now that's not very future-proof and not that great, but I don't really mind it because in case I ever forget my charger, someone is more likely to have a micro USB cable than a Type-C one. And lastly, there's of course the speaker. Next to the charging port, there's the speaker, and it probably is the worst part of the build. First of all, it's bottom facing, which is not optimal, but generally fine, but it sounds pretty muffled and just not so great. Also, it's kind of small, so it's easily covered by your hand. It hasn't improved, and in my eyes, audio is still the S7's weakest link. If you're looking for good audio on a smartphone, then check out the HTC 10. Link of my review is down below. Enough about the hardware. I know what you're really worried about with a 1-year-old Samsung device. The notorious TouchWiz lag. And on the S7, it's almost non-existent. The keyword here is almost. It's much better than on any previous Samsung device, but it's still sort of present. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as fast as a Pixel after maybe a couple of months. The internals are definitely not the issue. They were the most high-end available when the S7 was released, and even now they're still very good. It comes with either a Snapdragon 820 or an Exynos 8890. I have the latter, and performance overall was good. Like I said, it's not as fast as a Pixel, and it has gotten a little slower since day one, but it's still quite snappy. Despite of causing a small performance decrease, the software is actually quite nice. I recently got the update to 7.0. It looks good, the app drawer has been improved slightly, and there are many features, but they never get in the way if you don't want to use them. The only thing I still don't like about Samsung's launcher is that you still can't move the app drawer icon. But that's easily fixed with a launcher. I do wish that Samsung Pay were available in Germany, but that's not really Samsung's fault. The last thing I want to talk about is battery life. Back when I reviewed it, it was great. The Edge variant has a large 3600 mAh battery that can easily get you through the day. Maybe with very heavy usage it died in the evening, but nevertheless it has one of the best battery lives on any smartphone. I got an average of 5 hours of screen on time, which is very good. Over the months, it has decreased a bit, but it was still quite good with Marshmallow. But ever since I got the Nougat update, it was terrible. It couldn't even last me a full day. After trying multiple solutions that didn't work, I factory resetted the phone. Now battery life is pretty good again. It can definitely go through a whole day, even with intense usage. And of course, when it dies, there is the great quick charging and wireless charging. All said, the S7 is an amazing phone still and well worth its price, both the S7 and the S7 Edge. If you should buy it over the S8 really depends on you. If you want the latest and greatest, I'd absolutely love that new infinity display and don't mind spending a lot of money, then go for it. If not, I can really recommend the S7 or the S7 Edge. With a lower price now, it's a great buy. If you want to buy it, make sure to click the link in the description down below. It would help me out if you buy it there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, comment down below if you have any feedback, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.